Hey beautiful creatives, check out my new lipstick combo using the So Red Julius Place lipstick and the Espresso lip liner. Let me know what you think in the comments of this lip combo. Personally, I think it's going for a very vintage look, and normally I don't sport this look, but today this is just something new I'm trying out. And typically I try to go for more pinky looks because I really love just how in K-dramas how they had their makeup set up. It just looks so luxury, so classy, so it's giving like I don't know. There's always this K-drama about this girl working at a chicken shop, and then she starts being like super rich because she starts dating someone just so out there, so out of their league, so like someone that they think is a pretentious dude, but he ends up being a really sweet guy. I really like those K-dramas. Another strange K-drama that I had like a kind of knack for was My Girlfriend is a Cyborg. My boyfriend is a blood type AB. You know that one? Boyfriend. Someone's an A and someone's a B blood type, and then they get together. And then there was another one that was really good, a K-drama. Someone please name this one if you've watched this. But there's a K-drama where her mother was in a psychiatric hospital, but then she also became in a psychiatric hospital after thinking she was a cyborg. You know, she was working at this like technical factory working on phones, and then boom, you know, she had to get placed in a mental facility where she found the love of her life. I thought that was really cute. Little twist on a very dark scenario, you know. I don't know. I also feel like with this lipstick, I'm from a horror movie. Just my vibes only is what I'm getting. So, I don't know. Personally, I prefer to stick to like a super light pink or a light purple pigment for my lips. Anyways, I really love the Julius Place brand because it's so I really love the Julius Place brand because it's so pigmented and you don't need much of it. You get a lot in a small package. So you see this is like pretty small, right? You know, other lipsticks are probably about the same size, but this is so pigmented that this would last me so long. Honestly, so long. And that goes for their blushes as well. I love their blushes. The only problem that I had in the Julius Place line personally was I had an allergy to their liquid eyeliner, and then Ulta gave me a huge problem about returning it. I really thought the liquid eyeliner would really work well on me, but at some point they added something that I'm allergic to. I'm not sure which one it is, but there's so many things that I cannot pronounce on there. So I'm just gonna leave it up to the cosmetologist to let me know what's going on with me. I definitely need to go into a dermatologist because, baby, my hands, if you haven't zoomed in on this video yet, my God, my hands are so wrinkled and there's so many dots on them, and it just looks like so crusted over, like almost like I have bits of bread, but it's not. And I really need to do something with my hands because they've only gotten worse since I moved to Vermont because I'm getting more stressors in my life. There's a lot of drama, and because there's stress and I become stressed, I actually get atopic dermatitis on my head as well. This has happened to me so many times when I was working multiple jobs in Sacramento, and then I had to work a runway show the night after, And people were really freaking out because they thought I had lice, baby. They really did think I had lice. And at the time, I didn't know what lice was. Like, I overheard it, and I was like, how do you know things are not lice? You know, so I was like, trying to start a conversation with them. But they thought it was like, oh, is she saying she has lice? And I'm like, no, I'm not saying that. I just don't understand the concept of lice at the time. But now I understand. It's like super tiny bugs. And there's like red in your hair. There would be like a red dot in your hair, or like little, you would see them moving or feel it. You'd feel it. And for me, I have like super atopic dermatitis, where it's like, it affects my hands, my elbows sometimes, my top of my head. I remember when I was about 8 years old, I was having atopic dermatitis on my elbows because I was super stressed at that time because I was switching schools. And then we put like some calamine spray or something on my elbows, and it burnt so bad. I cried hard. And that's one thing I remember about having my earliest segment of dermatitis. It's very unpleasant. I do not wish it on anyone. I have to use a unscented laundry detergent. So I use True laundry detergent. I haven't had a problem with it yet, but I did send out a corset on Depop, and I did receive a bad review, a first bad review on Depop, and it, unfortunately, she complained about the scent, that it was almost like a cigarette scent, but more like a chemical scent. She was asking if something spilled on the packaging or on the corset only, because she didn't have a problem with the kids' clothes, apparently. So it was like a kind of half-half, bad review. But still, when you see a bad review, it's gonna plummet your Depop. But it's already plummeting my Depop because we're in like total wartime pricing right now. Is anyone else's grocery bill went up over 50%? Because I'm getting the same things, and it's gone up a lot. And I was not predicting that to happen. And no, I didn't vote for the orange dude, but I didn't vote this term because I had moved from California to Vermont, and then now, well, shoot, I really screwed myself because I lost my vote, because you technically cannot have, you can't vote for like a full year until you're a resident, which really sucks and messes up your vote. But anyways, had I voted, I would not have voted that guy. So, just so you know. What else? Wartime prices, super depression, anxiety, causing my hands a mess, and then my face. I've been getting total pimples, so yeah, I'm gonna be switching from the Mad Hippie thing to Provence Beauty. It's not just a questionable defense on is it Mad Hippie or is it my stressors, but it's also the pricing. The pricing of the Mad Hippie products are a little bit more than the Provence Beauty products. So I'm gonna go back to Provence Beauty. I know I've had a good time using Provence Beauty products, and I even worked for them before on UGC videos, so we'll see. Okay, I hope I can work with them again, but they took all their jobs off this third-party site I use for finding UGC jobs. But even the UGC jobs, it's kind of like turning into almost like a rebate program, which really sucks because my time is really worth my money and time, because now that the groceries are going up, I need to figure out a different way to make an income or survive, because I'm stressed, a little too stressed. And I don't know if you beautiful creatives are stressed out right now this week. the first week of June, but I'm letting you know I'm stressed. Are you stressed? If you're not stressed, let me know what you're doing to implement your de-stressing techniques, okay? Because I need some de-stressing techniques, and I'm like your little sister on here, okay? Because I don't see myself as a big sister. Don't ever call me a big sister on this vlog. I'm always the baby, okay? Okay, hey, I think I'm good. I'm good on the vlogging right now. So, have a wonderful day, beautiful creatives. I'll see you on Friday.